You must ask the question, why would a 10-year-old child want to die?
Things are gonna get crazy.
Welcome to Keys to Success. This is where you get your daily pills of motivation, encouragement, and strength. Now here's your host, Mr. Success. Today on Keys to Success, we'll be looking at habits. Habits Part 2. On the show, Kirk will be dealing with your lifestyle, attitude, and placement. All this and so much more on Keys to Success right after these. Crystallite soreness. If you're stressed,
fatigued,
no energy,
poor circulation,
swelling in your feet or hands, then
Crystallite saunas can help.
sauna treatments are very effective. It even helps persons who have problems sleeping at night. To book your appointment, call
675-6656 or 227-3527.
Crystallite saunas.
Hi, I'm Kwame, and I'm the Managing Director of Confidential Caps. If you're looking to find Crystallite Sauna, you can give us a call on 231-8600 or 231-4000, 231-4001 or 231-8601. Give us a call today, and we'll take you to your destination.
Confidential Caps, the best firm.
231-8600, 231-8601, 231-4000, 231-4001. We are available 24 hours a day, and our base is at 25 Ernica Knott Road. Confidential Cabs, 231-4000, 231-8601, 231-4001, 231-8600. There's only one taxi service that you can depend on, and that is only Confidential Cabs.
Now let's talk about habit number 2, because of course the introduction would have told you that's what we're talking about. Today I just want to talk about three main things or topics that we're going to be touching today on habits. The first one we're going to be talking about is the lifestyle. Some habits develop into lifestyle practices. That means basically if you're grown up as a child and your habit is more or less you've been taught to, let's say the first thing you do is get up and brush your teeth before you say good morning or good afternoon or whatever it is, or somebody's habit may get up and never brush your teeth, or a habit may just get up and go get your breakfast and get out. Your habit may be a rush. Your habit may be talking on a cell phone, talking somebody's name as gossip. Your habit could be basically work. Your habit could be so many different things that you would have developed over a period of time in constant practice. So what you've got to be mindful of, you've got to check your habits. Now, it may seem a little difficult to do at first, but with constant practice, you may be able to do it. Now, when you check your habits, you have to check it according to the Word of God. Here's how it goes. The Bible says that basically when you come to Christ, the first thing you've got to be able to do is renew your mind. So in renewing your mind is literally now you have to train your mind. Your mind now have to become a training ground. The field where the battles happen is the mind. So your habits is something that you've got to now, you've got to test it based upon the way you live, based upon the lifestyle you would like to live, based upon the lifestyle you see yourself living. And then your habits become a totally new individual, a totally new you. So habits are developed over practice, over understanding, over a period of time. So you keep practicing, like I grew up hearing, practice makes perfect. But then as I grew, I realized that that's really not true. But it's perfect practice that makes perfect. So that means anything you practice is not perfected. But guess what? As you truly do believe in what you practice, that what becomes your habit. So be careful with the habits. Are they destructive habits or are they productive habits? So you need to realize which one of the habits that you've got and how many productive habits you've got, and how many unproductive habits you've got. How to check it? Sometimes it's good to just talk to the people closest to you and just ask them, this that I do, what do I do that upsets you? And you take a personal note, because constructive criticism is always sometimes a thumbs up. All right? You may not like it, but it's constructive and it can help you. Apply it. It can make some changes into your life for the better. All right? Don't try to change people. You become the change you want to see in people. I never understood that for many years. I never understood that. I just thought selfish people spoke like that. But it's for real. The changes you want to see in the world, you become that change, and you'll see the world has changed. Because remember, you're looking at the world through your eyes. So if you just change your perspective a little bit, you'll probably see that a lot more people along the way have been right in many different ways. The second one I want to talk about is your attitude. A habit could be developed as an attitude, and an attitude will always determine your altitude in life. So what you do as an attitude is basically, sometimes we can have good attitudes and bad attitudes, but what we do with those attitudes determine how far we go. Because some people are not going to mix with you because you got a bad attitude. Some people are going to mix with you just because, you know what, I don't really want you to steam up on me, so I'm going to just hang around you. When you're gone, I'm just going to basically condemn everything that you've done, because you've got to be careful with your attitude. And you have to remember that you're here on earth for a reason. And you always got to ask yourself, God, why am I on earth? So that's where you find your purpose. And don't get mixed up with your vision and purpose. It's two different things altogether. So I'm not going to deal with that on this show, but you got to find out that. So you've got to really understand what your attitude can do to people, because some people could be serving you all their lives, and basically you've got to understand the sponge method. The sponge method is, if people keep giving into you all the time, after a while it's going to become annoying. So you've got to learn to give back even in the worst of your times. You've got to learn sometimes to just be quiet. You've got to learn sometimes to grow out of your situations. Like I would have met a couple of people, and one of the things in their position, they're basically saying, hey, I may not be as educated as you are. And I'm saying to them, why would you think I'm a scholar? I'm not bright, I'm not a scholar. But you know what? I make a striving effort every single day to become a little better than who I was yesterday. So some people have an excuse, I can't read and write. Okay, so how long are you going to stay on that boat? There's no excuses to you not being able to read or write. There's no excuses that you can give that you don't have this education or that education or this or that. What you have to do is get an attitude that, listen, I must grow from this. Because if you've been this way for a while, all you're going to become is basically somebody is going to outsmart you in life, and you will always be on the lowest scale of where life is. But what you've got to understand in your life, as an attitude, as you develop yourself as an individual, what you've got to learn to do, you've got to learn to apply yourself. You've got to learn to make a difference from where you are. You know what? If a lot of people are talking about something negative about you, what have you got to be able to do? You as an individual have got to be able to make the difference from where you are. So take a look at this. Attitude always determines your altitude in life. So you have to make that adjustment sometimes. You have to pick up a few books and read sometimes. You've got to be able to ask somebody for help sometimes, because guess what? There's no person on planet Earth ever did it all by themselves. Everybody needs somebody. And sometimes God sends people in our lives for reasons, because everybody that comes in your life is not necessarily always to stay. Some people God sent as temporary builders from here to there. Some people that God sent are permanent builders from here to until the end. You have to decipher in your mind, based upon the knowledge that God is going to give to you, and based upon your attitude to learn, who is there for long term and who is there for short term, who is there for a season and who is there for an eternity in your life. So you have to always figure that out. That's something between you and God. That's learning. So your attitude is a major part of you growing mentally, growing with your wisdom, growing with your understanding, growing with more determination in life. So always remember that your attitude always determines in life your altitude. And I like this one that John Maxwell says. John Maxwell says your attitude is not all, but your attitude is one of the highest players in the game of your life. Because your attitude will make somebody determine whether they want to get close to you or not get close to you. So you got to be careful. Look around at the people that are attracted to you, and it's all because of your attitude. Just think about it. It may not make sense to you now, but think about it. You attract the people just like yourself. And the last one I want to talk about is placement. Basically, listen, your lifestyle and your attitude will put you in a certain placement in life. What am I talking about? I'm just basically saying, based upon how you operate in your life as a lifestyle, based upon the temperament of how you think, that's how people are going to categorize you. So you need to understand something in life. Where are you going to be? Where do you see yourself in the next 2 to 5 years? What do you see yourself doing? What are the changes that you need to make to put yourself in the right position? I thank you for joining me today. And of course, this is Habit Part 2.
Crystallite saunas. If you're stressed,
Fatigued,
no energy,
poor circulation,
swelling in your feet or hands, then
Crystallite saunas can help.
sauna treatments are very effective. It even helps persons who have problems sleeping at night. To book your appointment, call
675-6656 or 227-3527.
Crystallite Saunas.
Hi, I'm Kwame, and I'm the Managing Director of Confidential Caps. If you're looking to find Crystallite Sauna, you can give us a call at 231-8600 or 231-4000, 231-4001 or 231-8601. Give us a call today and we take you to your destination.
Confidential Cabs, the best firm.
231-8600, 231-8601, 231-4000, 231-4001. We are available 24 hours a day, and our base is at 25 Ernica Knott Road. Confidential Cabs, 231-4000, 231-8601, 231-4001, 231-8600. There's only one taxi service that you can depend on, and that is only Confidential Cabs.
Thank you so much for joining us. And of course, I just personally want to thank Confidential Cabs for supporting the program. The taxi service to call 24 hours, 7 days a week. Of course, 592-231-4000, 231-4001, 231-8600 or 231-8601. It's a taxi service that we right here at Crystallite Saunas, Clark's Productions, and of course Keys to Success, that's the service that we personally use. So I want to thank Kwame and his wife and this team of successful taxi drivers. So the visitors who are actually coming to Guyana, the taxi that can pick you up at the airport is Confidential Cabs. We also want to thank majorly for the persons who would have really assisted us in getting us to this level. Troy Christopher, thank you. June Brown, thank you. Annabelle Clark, thank you. And for the many others that would love to contribute, this is our email address. Give us a call, add me up on BBM, WhatsApp, and the rest of it. And of course, we can take it from there, or check out my Facebook page and we can be friends from there. Follow us. Subscribe to our YouTube channel because we're building, we're right in Guyana. And for those people who would love to have their sauna treatment done, make sure you give us a call. All right. And of course, we're open 6 days a week from 10 a.m. to the last booking. I forgot to turn off my phone on that one. But this is as much as we've got for you right here on Keys to Success. And what you need to be able to do, like I always say and always do at the end of my program, stay focused.
231-8600, 231-8601, 231-4000, 231-4001. We are available 24 hours a day, and our base is at 25 Ernica Knott Road. Confidential Cabs, 231-4000, 231-8601, 231-4001, 231-8600. There's only one taxi service that you can depend on, and that is only Confidential Cabs. Open 24 hours, so call right now. 231-8600, 231-4000, 231-8601, 231-4001. Crystallite Saunas. If you're stressed,
fatigued,
no energy,
poor circulation,
swelling in your feet or hands, then
Crystolite saunas can help.
sauna treatments are very effective. It even helps persons who have problems sleeping at night. To book your appointment, call
675-6656 or 227-3527.
Crystolite Saunas.
Hi, I'm Kwangman. It's the Managing Director of Confidential Caps. If you're looking to find Crystolite Sauna, you can give us a call on 231-8600 or 231-4000, 231-4001 or 231-8601. Give us a call today and we take you to your destination.
You were just watching Mr. Success on Keys to Success. For more information, give us a call on 592-675-6656 or the office 227-3527. Or you can be free to send us an email or visit us on Twitter.